over my lifetime, it's really gotten to the point where you don't know your neighbors anymore, it seems like. And whereas when I was growing up, everybody knew everybody, and the children played out in the yard, and we only came in when Mama called and said, "Come eat," you know. Actually, Chuck, when I was growing up, when we walked across 14th Street Bridge, that was our downtown, Columbus was, you know. No one bothered anyone, and my dad was on the Phenix City Police Force. He was a motorcycle policeman for years, and then when he lost his leg in a motorcycle accident, he became desk sergeant. But, you know, back then, you could keep your doors unlocked, your windows up, if you had screens, you know, to keep the bugs out, but no one really bothered you. Even those night places, I'll call it, down there on 14th Street, you could go across there and nobody bothered you. And I think the Phenix City story, it was truly a Hollywood production, you know. They
So
had
you don't think
embellish it with all.
So you don't think it was that bad?
No, I don't. If you lived here, you pretty much knew, like I said, your neighbor, you know, nobody bothered you. Really, the crunch came with me as a student, and a junior in high school at Central High School, was when myself and friend were selected to go to Huntington College in Montgomery for Girls' Day. Well, that was in '54, the spring, you know, and that was when Mr. Albert Patterson was assassinated. Well, we were treated like just sort of ostracized, you might say. And we could sense.
So being from Phenix City then wasn't a good thing?
No, really. That's, you know, how things get out of proportion. And people will, it just seems invariably they want to believe the bad stuff, you know.
But wasn't the bad stuff happening? I mean, it obviously was. I mean, they shut it down. I mean, they shut down prostitution. People were killed. Soldiers were hurt. I mean, there was a lot of bad stuff, or they wouldn't have brought them in here, right?
Right. Well, you know, that's what they say. I even heard that they had, tied stones or whatever around GIs, throwing them in the river, and I don't believe that.
Okay.
That's when I was sitting in my office at Tom's Foods. I was reading the ledger. There it was, these guys, about 4 or 5, running for probate judge. I said, I don't see a woman here. And why not we have a woman? And I said, why not me? It was awesome. I think because I was raised here, I had quite a few people that knew the Perkins family, that's my maiden name. And and I have been active in different churches. I will pinch hit at the piano for a church if they need me. And that's how I got, you know, in the community. So it just seemed natural for me to want to have that to look forward to as being mayor and be the second woman and be a grandmother, not just a mother, but a grandmother is mayor. The city charter set up. They're pretty much, you know, in the city, it's pretty much PR, you know, and ribbon cutting. But I made that into, I was there every day. I wanted to be there. I wanted to be near the telephone for the people to call, and I could call back. I looked at it, I am a public servant. Because you have your city manager, see, that runs the cities. They bring it to the council, you know, and he will do the business side, I'll say that. I think with the times like they are, there should be more, I'll say, powers to the mayor. But keep in mind, it takes that majority vote. And the mayor can't do it by he or, you know, herself, whatever. You really got to like people. And if you don't want to hear their gripes, if you will, their problems, you shouldn't be out there in the public view, be in that seat as mayor or even city council or even commissioner, you know. The biggest difference I have learned, and that's why I'm glad that I came into the county commission, we don't have home rule. You know, the city can adopt ordinances, and by and large, they don't have to go through the legislature and say, may I?
So
But we do. We have to do a resolution if there's something that really is of importance, and we want to see a law, we want teeth put in it, you know. For instance, Chuck, we got this, it's coming up in November on the ballot, a referendum about nuisance law.
what's a nuisance law?
That's like weeds, pests that are.
So people's property that's impacted your property.
That's right, and we, you know, it's not a popular thing, you know, to tell that property owner, hey, you gotta clean up, you know.
Yeah.
But that's where I think society is changing, not just Phenix City or Columbus, to have people that don't clean up, take responsibility, take pride in their property. I didn't realize they don't have any zoning ordinances or laws, and that's another thing too. But we did a comprehensive plan. Now, that was a project.
What did y'all learn out of the comprehensive plan?
We learned all this, that we have to keep it revised, keep up to date, you know, because things change and there's constantly something new coming. And well, for economic growth, you've got to be on the ball with that. Well, I think perhaps we waited too late now. When I say too late, we didn't have our ducks in a row on our revenue, and I just told you what happens to our revenue when the city annexes in.
You lose the sales tax,
That's
right?
right. We get ad valorem. We need that sales tax, because I may not live down in Fort Mitchell. There's residences, people, what, about 22,000 people, all, they're coming in. Where are they shopping? Walmart's. They're bringing their money, they're paying tax, and we're not getting anything from it. We're helping the city should be working with us.
So the city and the county are competing against each other?
I kind of like that, yes. I'm wanting, now I am a proponent of consolidation. I admire Columbus. You know, I'm sure there's some drawbacks with that, but it is in one pot, and they're seeing about the county as well as the city.
So you would like to see Phenix City and Russell County consolidate?
If possible, but I've been told, no, Peggy, it can't be done because the city annexed in part of Lee County. You know, but I said they still pay Lee County taxes as well as city. Something, Chuck, in politics, don't say never. It is just who's sitting up there to make decisions. It can be done. But it's developing, and it's people friendly, and I say that we should work with Columbus and Columbus work with us.
Is that happening right now? It seems to be happening on the city level, city to city.
Yeah, I'll say it's because they're city, but it's like the county. I found this out, in my opinion, we're the last thought of. I mean, even take Fort Benning. I don't think they realize that we're two separate governments. You know, now I appreciate Valley Partnership. That's a new thing with Columbus that embraces some counties, which we're a member of. The city is not. They said at one time they were, but they chose to opt out.
And they have their own economic development.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think we can get more attention from the federal folks by being in this Valley Partnership and working with Fort Benning. Right? I want to see them that they can get a job here in Phenix City.
Does that mean Columbus did?
Well, that includes Columbus, but that's our job market over there really in Fort Benning is. And now, I don't want to just think of us as a bedroom community of Columbus, you know. And y'all have heard it, I'm sure, from people over here. Oh, we're just a bedroom community of Columbus and blah, blah. But we don't have to stay that, you know. And I think working together is, you know, I don't know. Other than they think it's that same thing. They want to take us over. No, I think they want to work with us. And I think it's pride. Wouldn't you think it's pride that, you know, and hey, we can even think of, we shoot ourselves in both feet if we don't work together. And I'm bringing it on down to the city and the county, at least sharing, working together. And even if we can't do a legal consolidation, if the people don't want it, that's okay, but work together. Because you're serving the people of Phenix City. You want the Phenix City, Russell County to really rise to the top, like they have the eagle rising from the ashes. Why can't we really not just lip that, but walk it, do it?
And you're a widow, right?
I am.
How long?
I am a military dependent. I'm a Gold Star wife. Oh, and I got to let you know that I got
You're
this.
a Gold Star wife?
Mm-hmm. That is the St. Maurice.
That is the St. Maurice.
And I'll tell you, well, it was General John Lemoyne when he was here.
Wow.
Fort Benning. And the way I understood was General Jerry White recommended me for this.
Yeah.
And I'm
Jerry.
so humbled by that. I really love this job. I'm a public servant, Chuck. I'm not into this political. I don't like this backbiting. And when I say that, and that's why the people don't vote. When they hear somebody bashing this one and that one, you know, you're turning off people. Yes, I say it. I do. I'll see people that they remember me that are working, and it makes me feel good. And I've had some to say, "You gonna run again for mayor?"
Are you?
I don't know.